All right, guys, welcome back to part two. Now, if you are watching part two first, because, some people do like to go from the bottom to the top, honey. Hi, this is Duamel Bentley, and welcome to the Dufe channel. We are so excited because we're doing our biggest Jeffree Star Cosmetics haul ever that has seen in the Dufe Nation, honey. Now, if you haven't seen part one and you're wondering what's going on in that hand, honey, click on that video after you're done here. And if you're wondering what gloss does and Duamel Bentley have, it's gonna be in the other video, and it's paid in full, honey, and it looks so juicy and gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Done. Like, it is what it is. Now, let's continue with my excitement. I've got to calm down because I'm just like, oh my God. So I just don't even know where to start here. I kind of want to leave these guys for the last because these are just like the most, everything in here is just, I'm so excited for. But girl, what I have last year, I just don't want to know. I don't want to give it away. But what I have last year is just, it makes me so excited. So let me focus and let's go on. So this is really exciting. This is the first time that I get to try Jeffree Star Cosmetics' roller liner. This is an eyeliner, automatic, actually. It's not called a roller. It's automatic liner. This is in shade Cold Digger, and it's long lasting. I've got to tell you, I haven't tried it on my eyes, but I did a swatch, let it dry, and it didn't really budge. It didn't really move. So I really liked it. This is from the Blood Money collection. They did have severals, but I wanted to start off with trying this guy here. This is what the actual packaging looks like. The nice little sleeve, cosmetics. Jeffree Star Cosmetics is, designed here. The actual roller liner is this beautiful, soft matte tone. It has a little Jeffree Star Cosmetics' star logo there, and it's just really cute. I love it. I almost wish he would have expanded the roller liners quite a little bit more. It's automatic liners, not roller liners. The automatic liners a little bit more, because I feel like the shades that he launched were really interesting, but not everybody was gonna hop into like the green eyeliner wagon like that. This is a nice little chocolate brown. Just really nice. Doesn't really have a fragrance, but we're gonna go in for the little streaks here. It's so gentle, like you don't really have to put much pressure to get like, the pigment. It just goes on so easy, which makes me so happy, because sometimes when I'm going underneath my waterline, I don't want that to tug, girl. I don't want it to tug. And I will say, I do think that you might need to work a little bit quick with these, because like I said, they do dry and set. So you want to make sure that if you're kind of wanting to buff and kind of smoke things out, you work adamantly. But I do love how easy and rich the pigment is, and I love how easy it will be. I know it, I can feel it, just how gentle you have to be with the pigment. Like, it feels like it'll be done in 2 to 3 seconds. So it's just really nice. And I love the fact that I have these now. They're actually really cute and small. I'm excited to see where they kind of push this. I would love to see more colors, just to get something nice and juicy out there. Now, next up, we have the Magic Star Concealer. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I remember that Jeffree Star Concealer came out and I was like, oh, I love the packaging. It looks like a Sailor Moon wand. The detail is just like this gorgeous Princess Peach, like inspired Sailor Moon like creation. It's just beautiful. I'm not going to lie to you. So I went ahead, got some ones that I hadn't tried, and I got my backups because, honey, this concealer is beautiful. Like, it just wears so beautiful on your skin. It just feels incredible. I love it. Love it. This is one of my favorite concealers, period. And it's one of my favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics' products. Now, I will take pride, honey, on the fact that I don't want to jinx myself. I don't want to jinx myself. I'm knocking on everything that I can, like, literally. But I've been so careful with my wands. Some people have broken their stars, and I've just been so careful to not break them. This is a brand new one, like I did on my previous video. I'm just gonna keep one box of the actual product that I'm showing you, just so I'm not having to unbox and do all of this craziness on the camera. But I love the design again. Oh my God, this is just so beautiful. When I actually finished my concealer, which the shade that I use is C7, I was just like devastated. I was like, no, why is this the first product that I literally finish? I don't know, but I was really surprised. I was like, yes, honey, mama finished a product. You know, I celebrate those because I have so much. I'm so blessed by Felipe's generosity, you know, that everything that we bring to you guys here, we shop ourselves. And Felipe is just a very large supporter of what I do and how I do it. So every time he gets a chance to support, you know, the channel and support me and what I like to do, he does. So I'm so thankful for you, Felipe, because none of this would have been, you know, possible without you. So thank you again for all of your love and your support. You are everything, bitch, and more. Now, this here is the orange shade. Now, do I have the light orange one? I do. Okay. I have the light orange one, and I have the white. Those are the ones that I'm still working through. But I decided to get this one because I feel like as I go more into makeup, I love to explore and expand, and I feel like I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this to, like, if I want to shape my face and like kind of, you know, correct, or if I want to do it underneath my my dark circles, or if I want to block my eyebrows really well for like something, I'm going to use this. So I absolutely love this. I'm so excited that I have this orange shade. Let me show you what the actual orange shade looks like. It's really deep, which I was like, oh my God, it almost looks a little bit more of like a brownie type of shade, but it's very caramelized orange tone. So I'm really excited about, you know, using this. Now, very little of this will take you a very long way. As you can see here, it's a very rich in pigment, and this will get you hooked up on your eye, honey. I love it. Let me show you what the actual peach light orange shade looks like on that right next to it. It's interesting because I feel like this light orange shade, the peach, you can even use it as concealer. Like, this looks like a regular concealer shade. So I love it. I really do. I feel like it's very wearable, and I am excited to have now this other guy because they're clearly nothing alike. Like, this is night and day. It's just two different products. Or two different shades, not the two different products. I need the same product. I'm just too excited. I keep saying things I'm not meant to. Oh my gosh. Now, I love the concealer so much that I went ahead and grabbed two C7s. I'm not gonna be without my C7 again, girl. That is what it is. Packaging is just really enchanting, really beautiful. It's just so much fun. I love it. This is what the C7 looks like. Now, hold on, because this is what I was talking about in the first video, honey. So when they come, you can kind of do this, but it has like this lock where you have to kind of dig your finger in there, and I haven't had much luck with that. So I'm just kind of like dig my finger in here somehow. I wanted to rip it, but I guess I can because I don't have the C7. I'm going to use this one. You know, opening it like this whole thing, it's a fiasco. And then when you open it again, this just like gorgeous like component. It's just, oh my God, I love it so much. It's honestly, again, one of my favorite products from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And it's just like one of my favorite concealers, period. So this is what the C7 looks like right next to the Soft Peach. It's just really nice and brightening. I love it. It's interesting because when I first got the concealers, I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be too dark. It's gonna be too light. Like, what's going on? Like, I was stressed because it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's gonna be like something that people are gonna look at immediately. So I wanted to make sure that I had the right shade, and I feel like this is just the perfect brightening shade. If I find a picture of my makeup done, which pretty much all of my makeup is done with that brightening shade, I'll post it here. But love her so much. creamy, velvety. They make it pretty easy and simplistic to kind of get it together there with what their description of the shades. I really do would have wished that Jeffree Star Cosmetics had another, like either like a pop-up shop or like another, you know, contract with someone to go into the stores. I loved when he was with Morphe. Unfortunately, that didn't end well, but I loved seeing Jeffree Star Cosmetics in an actual store so I can swatch and try things like this, for example. Now, let's move on to one of the big sellers for Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I feel like this is a really, really nice seller for them. I'm excited to bring this in. I just want to clean my hands really quickly because God knows, honey, we're not going to stain anything like that. But you can see here the orange, like she's powerful, honey. She's like, hey, yes, I'm sorry, what? Sorry, crazy about it, but I mean, it works. Love it so much. Now, this is an interesting palette. I never thought that I would actually have this palette, Felipe. It surprised me with all of these. I'm going to show you actually. These, this is, I feel like, iconic for itself. This is the Thirsty palette. I love the packaging. Oh my God, it's so juicy and wet and like, it's like just everything I need and more. I love the little design in the back. I feel like holding this, it just gives me a lot of joy because it reminds me of the time where this was created and the time of my life where I was going through, and it was just very joyful. And I see this and I can feel Jeffree Star's just excitement to show us and to you know, demonstrate his beautiful product to us. So I'm really excited to have this in my hands. I'm not going to compose myself. I'm just really not. I'm sorry. I'm just straight up going crazy. Now, it's almost like, I feel like this is like a lollipop, like one of those like creamsicles, you know, like an orange sickle or whatever, icicle. But I don't understand the inside. It's like brown, so I don't know if it's like a picnic table or what's up, but the outside is just gorgeous. I love the little sweat droplets or the little water droplets on the product. Same with the back. It's just so beautiful. It's not even funny. Of course, when you open it, you have this incredibly beautiful palette. I love the top row, which would be this bottom row for you guys. The center row just looks like it's going to be a dream to work with. And then, of course, the bottom row, those blues, that yellow. I'm just like, so tropical and gorgeous. Like, I feel like this palette totally fits what I do, what I love. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the dimension of it. Get ready, girl. Our review might be coming your way very, very soon. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. And this is the Pink Religion from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Okay. Okay. Let's be honest here. So very scandalous. I loved it. I love the concept. I love everything about it. I had very, very high expectations. And interestingly enough, even though pink is my favorite color, because it is my favorite color. Like ever since I was a little boy, it was just like, it's not like just, it's, I remember this teacher wanting to bully me, that nasty bee, because my favorite color was pink. And I didn't have any meaning other than it was something I felt, you know, like calm, and something I felt it was beautiful, something that I just loved, you know, because it just called my attention the way it did, period, you know? So when I saw this, the Pink Religion, I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like, yes! It's just a perfect scandalous way for Jeffree Star Cosmetics to bring a pink palette, because pink is religion, you know? And I've got to be honest with you, looking at it in the camera, it just doesn't do it justice to what it does in person. Like, it's a holy experience, honey. Like, it's so multidimensional with the pinks that they have in here. They have like a richer, more vintage pink. They have like this beautiful, like, just like, you know, bubblegum pink that you can pick up right away. The letters are with a different finish and they look a little bit more of a creamier, iridescent pink. It's just beautiful. It is beautiful. Like the gold trim for the pages, like if it was an actual Bible. this is my favorite. Like, this is my favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics' palette, imagery-wise. Now, going into the color selection here, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, so romantic. It reminds me a lot of spring, which is my favorite time of the year. Honey, spring is like everything. It's fresh, it's bright, it's sunny. You know, there is some rain, so it's not too dry outside. I love spring. I am a spring baby. Like, it is what it is. Now, I'm just a little confused. I'm not gonna lie to you. My expectations were just really high for this particular palette. I thought that they were gonna go all out with the pink collection. And they did, don't get me wrong. But I feel like there's so much purple in this collection. I'm just like, girl, isn't this supposed to be like the pink collection? There's like true pink shades. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 5. And then purple shades, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 shades. I'm just like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, they're beautiful transitional tones for it. And a lot of people were saying, oh, it looks so similar to blah, blah, blah. You know, I checked it out. They have some inspirations on, but it's not quite the same. And I do think it's beautiful, but I did have higher expectations with the color selection and the color story. I do like that there's purple in here. I just feel like it's too overpowering. So maybe when we get into here and really like focus and kind of pry into all of the shades, I'll kind of be into it. With the color story, I'll get it even more. I'll love it even more. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but I just had a different vision. I had a completely different vision than what they did, and I just feel like with the way they did it, I kind of would have wished they would have done it a little bit different. Maybe just switch a couple of products, couple of colors in here, and maybe this would have been iconic. It still is. Don't get me wrong, but I love the packaging so much more than I love the color story, but I do love the color story. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Please let me know, honey, because this is iconic. Like, it's just like, I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is just, I've never seen anything like this. Like, it's just, it almost makes me feel excited and happy about religion. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, this guy, typically I would keep them, but to be very honest with you, we ripped it, you know, because it was hard to open a little bit there. I'm already like, no, you know, it's just like going to be a hassle. Let's just disregard this. But I love this. It's just really cute. And I kind of like the fact that it's not overpowering. So for the world and recycling, I think this would be a really good approach for Jeffree Star Cosmetics to kind of continue pushing forward. Like, for example, the Blood Money, every box that I can keep, I do keep. But I feel like, you know, I don't know why I don't want to keep this one. And I don't want to keep the next one that I'm going to show you. Now, Pricked is the latest collection, right? It's like the, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so creative. It's so interesting. This is what the actual palette looks like here. I opened it here. They all come with the plastic. I've removed them all. But it's an Artistry Palette here. At first glance, I think of like, I don't know, I think of like Disney. I think of like a Disney princess. It just reminds me, I don't know if maybe the lettering, it reminds me of like Aurora getting pricked, you know, and then kind of like going into the slumber, honey. But it's really pretty. It's really cute. I love the tangerine finish on it. It just feels so good. In the back, you have the heart with the barbed wire. Now, that's a word that I don't really say much, barbed wire. And I kind of don't get why it's in here. Maybe because you do get pricked with barbed wire, but I don't know. I just kind of like, I don't get it. I feel like I would get pricked more with like, I have more exposure to like a cacti or a cactus than a barbed wire. But, you know, honey, you know, to each their own, right? Now, this is what the actual palette component looks like. It's a little bag here. And, you know, she's cool. She's cute. I like the concept here. I've got to be very honest with you. A lot of people are like, oh my God, this looks like the latest Louis Vuitton collection, honey. This looks like Chanel, you know, girl. I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Let's be genuine here. But, girl, what is this? This looks like where your grandmother, who's so sweet, we love her so much. She knits, she sews, she does crochets. I don't even know what that is, but I know it's something related to knitting. And this looks like her little kit of like trinkets to like repair tears and to do things like that. Like, this is what this screams to me. Do not get me wrong. It's cute, but is it my favorite? I don't know. I don't like it. It doesn't, like, it doesn't scream like, oh, I need it right now. Like, after doing this, honey, you had your work cut out here. And I think this is very cute, but I just didn't get it. I personally did not get it. Maybe because it's called Pricked. Maybe that was the intention. They wanted to have like a show of like a product, like, you know, where your grandmother would have, you know, the needles and whatever else you need to like do whatever you need to do. So in that case, I get it. But then also I think to myself, is that like, do I want to have like my grandmother's like little repertoire of, you know, sewing things? I don't know. Leave it in the comment down below. What do you think? I definitely don't think this screams designer. I think it's very cute, and I don't like the barbed wire. I really don't get it. Sorry, not sorry. This is just the truth. I'm not going to go too much more into it. I just feel like I don't get it. I just didn't understand it, you know? And it's just not creative enough for me to be like, I don't get it, but it's really, really cute and really, really cool. I do love the shades. I do love the finish. I would have been really happy without the barbed wire. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there right here, right now. Oh, but when you open it though, it's just luxury and beauty, and just like, it reminds me of like a makeup kit from someone from like maybe the 70s. Or maybe like, no, not the 70s, maybe more like the 30s, 40s, 50s. It's just like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, inside, it's beautiful. The color selection is just so warm, so delicious, so nice. I love the placement of the tones. I love the colors on here. Now, do they work iconically? I'm assuming so, because of course, I believe and trust in Jeffree Star's quality. However, we're gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to do a full-on review, because I've seen reviews of this, but honey, you know I don't play these games, okay, honey? So I gotta check out the tea. Now, you already know what's the tea with the imagery of it. I do like it. I think it's cute. I just don't get it. So let's move on, because we're going into some wild territory here with the next products. Now, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, the powders, beautiful, beautiful powders, very, very finely milled. They're not heavy. They don't look powdery on the skin. Like, they don't look like you don't look like a maniac with them on. Like, they're just very, very beautiful. They smell so good. Like, they smell so good. It's like this cotton candy sweet fragrance that you do not get sick of. Like, girl, you can't be smelling powder like that. You really can't. Because you'll get, like, what do they call it? Like, clown lungs. Oh my God, but this just smells so good. Like, my mouth waters. It's, it's that good. Like, I really do like it. Oh my God, it's just so rich and juicy. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm still working through. This is a translucent. I do have very, very little left. So of course, you know, mother had to appreciate, you know, when it's time to relocate, you know, a new product. So of course I got a backup of the translucent, which is, this is the cap of the used one here, translucent on the bottom. And then of course, I've been meaning to expand my collection with the powders, because I really do love them that much, that I went ahead and got the beige. I just wanted to kind of give my skin a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of beauty kind of mode to it. And this is what the guy looks like. Same concept here. This is the brand new one, and this is the used one. As you can see, they're very well loved. But this is, again, the shade at the bottom here. I did open these already. because I'm just so stoked about them. You know, you have the little compartment here, which I like. I don't like when my powder can be like all over the place. It happens to me a lot with the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder, which if we compare the finishing of this powder, let me see if I can grab some of the powder here. This is the beige powder. Let me try and see if maybe like we can show like around here. Let me see if it'll pick up on the camera. You can kind of see it a little bit. It kind of blurred out and smoothed out this area here. You know, it's just gonna give the skin a little hue. It's not gonna be something that you're gonna be like, oh my God, I changed my foundation completely. Like, it's not the case. It's more to enhance and to set. And I love playing with like darker setting powders and lighter setting powders on my skin to just create dimension. And it just, to me, it pulls everything a little bit more together. And I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Now, I wanted to get the rose tone because sometimes when I'm doing more cooler tone makeup, I don't always want to have my skin looking so warm. I do prefer my skin to look warm rather than looking at cool. I'm not the biggest fan of cool foundations or cool toned finishes on the actual skin, unless it's like a contour stick, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, for foundation or powders, I don't like putting cool toned on my face unless it's a specific area. So I went ahead and got the rose here. I love a beautiful radiant finish. So I got it in a radiant finish. This is the Magic Star Luminous Setting Powder. I absolutely love this so much, you guys. I actually have not used it, but I did swatch it. I love how this looks on the skin. I was swatching and I was like, even on days where I don't really want to have like a full mega jumbo face and I just want something a little bit more of like a softer iridescent filtered look, this is it. Like, this is really, really gorgeous. Like, it's very beigey. As you can see here, it's just really beigey. And let me see if you guys will be able to pick it up here because I picked up so little. But when you look at it, in certain light, I'll have to do a more in-depth review because I don't want to take all of your time with just the powders, but it just gives you the healthiest iridescent glow. Let me see if maybe on the finger you'll be able to pick it up a little bit more. Yeah, it just gives you like this beautiful iridescence to the skin. So I cannot wait to put it around here, or even if I want to just kind of give myself a little bit of a dew, kind of, you know, dust my cheekbones with it. Beautiful. I'm really excited to use this, and I'm actually happy because this guy wasn't available in matte. The rose was only available in the luminous form, and now that I have the actual luminous form here, I'm really excited to have it because, you know, I'm only using this particular product to enhance rather than completely set. So like around this area here, around this area here, again, if I want to just kind of dust things off and not look super, super matte, it's just perfect. So I love it so much. I'm really excited to have not only my backup honey for my translucent, but now the beige and the rose. Ooh, okay, so now that we have gone through pretty much all of them, let's go to the final stages that we got here. And I'm just so excited, guys. Like, we're going to talk about highlighters. We're going to talk about highlighters. Like, that's what we're going to do here. Highlighters are like my passion. Like, I love a glow, a juice, a dew. Like, I love it, honey. And like, as you can see here, I have a little bit of a juice, a little bit of a dew going on right here, right now. But I love it. Like, this is the thing that got me into makeup. I found it to be magic. I really did. Your skin looks incredible. Like, when you have highlighter on the skin, it just looks juicy and like, it's just jaw-dropping. It's like, it just calls, like, it's demanding your attention. And I love a good, beautiful highlighter. And of course, we've had a lot of highlighters from Jeffree Star Cosmetics that I've loved. I have the Supreme, what is it? The 24 karat gold palette. And then I also have the other ones that are just like the finish. They were like the iridescent, Alaskan skies. I forgot that name of that one, but I love that palette so much. And I'm really happy that we got it because it's never come back. I don't know why, because it's just such a beautiful finishing, like gorgeous highlighting palette. But anyway, let me not continue telling you how much I love highlighters because I can probably pull this entire video just talking about the highlighters. You know, just to simplify this, again, this is one of my first videos on the Doofy channel by myself was doing a full face of highlighters, and I had so much fun doing it. And I can't believe that I got these highlighters here with me today. Let's kind of hop into them. Let's start with the latest, most brightest and freshest one. And this is the Supreme Frost. This is the Sparkle to the Max Bling Bling Batch. Shine bright like a lighthouse, extreme payoff, and it's a vegan, of course. Beautiful little crown in the back there. Love the tangerine finish on the box. I love the different dimensions here. This is a highlighting powder. Shade is Citrus Bling. And they had another one. They had a rose gold one. I just felt like that one might just be a little too deep for my skin. I like the highlighters typically that I wear not to have a dark cast on the skin, because I feel like sometimes, you know, it just brings the incorrect attention to where you're applying it. So I do like my highlighters to be bright and to be beautiful and to be just like astronomical. But I just don't love when they have a dark cast on the skin. So that's why I went ahead and got Citrus Bling. It's just really beautiful. And the back has the actual name. The whole component is in chrome, as you can see here. This is just, I don't even know why they did this, but when you open it, it says Jeffree Star Cosmetics. But I love the orange type of print on here, the stampage. I don't really understand why they did orange, a juicy orange, when we're talking about pricked and just like barbed wire. Again, this is just all over the place. It's just, how does this correlate to like orange and barbed wire and like your grandmother's you know, little sewing kits? I'm not sure, but this is such a beautiful formula. Like, honey, this is just like, if you want a highlighter that is very like juicy and wet looking, but you don't want that highlighter to be very glittery, this is your formula. Like, this is your formula. The Supreme Frost, like, let me show you. Let me show you. Now you can apply this with a finger. That's when you're gonna get the most payoff. And of course, I wanna show you guys here. I did it in the most awkward way. I apologize for that, but my hand's just a little bit dirty, so I guess I'll do it on this hand. But you know, it's just, this is what it looks like on the finger here. It looks wet. It's not glittery, like, it's soft and beautiful and just very delicate. Like, oh, I'm just lost for words. I love it so much. I didn't really even think that I was gonna love this shade so much, but I just wanna like bathe in this beautiful shade. Like, just imagine walking around and be like, what, I'm sorry, oh, no, it's just my makeup. I'm not sweating. You know, just like look amazing. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I love the packaging. Now, this packaging inspires me to keep it. I feel like it's just really, really cute. But of course, I don't think I'll keep it because I want to see that orange stamp. But leave it in the comment down below if you're kind of like, huh, with me, because I just kind of like don't get it. I'm gonna put a little bit on here, honey. Just to make sure, you know, we're not wasting any product, honey. We're just, you know, hi, how are ya? So let's hop into the next one here. This one I've wanted ever since I saw. This is the Extreme Frost. We're gonna go, I guess this is like the top highlighter game for him, which is the Extreme Frost. The Supreme Frost is like the middle tier, and then the bottom tier would be the Skin Frost, which is just really beautiful, more metallic. So if you're the person who enjoys more of that really like punch back reflection, definitely go with that one. But if you're someone who wants the wet, juicy look, this is it right here. And then of course, if you want something that's just like really like beautiful, like diamonds are being crushed on your skin and just, you know, dropped over and you're like, hello. This is gonna be it. So let's hop over to them. Extreme Frost, so beautiful. Like, truthfully, like, I love the fact that they have little crowns here because it's like royalty highlight. Like, I love it so much. When you first open it like this, it almost reminds me of like purchasing a Rolex. I know it sounds ridiculous when you're talking about a highlighter, but it's kind of like the Rolex of highlighters. Like, you have the Jeffree Star stamp on here. This is for the Blood Money collection. When you open it, I feel like it should have a little sound box that goes like, ah, because it's just that incredibly beautiful. In here, it's like jewelry or like a watch. I feel like, you know, it's so special to me. This one here is the Stripper Bling. Is that the shade here? They are a little bit hard to get out, so please be careful that you don't break your component. Yeah, Stripper Magic, that's what it's called. Right here, right now. This is what the actual component looks like. I love the same concept as the other one, but I'm so excited. I don't want to even look at the component. Girl, you already saw that with the Citrus Bling component. Let's hop into the actual stampage on here. This is ridiculous. This is so beautiful. This reminds me of like real, like just money, and like, it's beautiful. Like it just reminds me of like important things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a dollar bill wrapped and like just brought on here for you. Just beautiful. The shade of this one in particular, it's like this really, really pale baby gold with like this beautiful soft hue of like a metal green. It's just, I can't describe it all the way, guys. It is incredible. Let me grab my finger, clean finger here. I'm gonna do one round here. This is what it looks like. It's just so beautiful. Now, this one is a little bit heavier in comparison to the Citrus Bling. Let me go ahead and swatch the Citrus Bling on my finger here. So like I said, if you're looking for something that's not heavier or glittery looking, definitely Citrus Bling in this case, which is a Supreme Frost, would work a little bit better for you because it'll give you a similar concept of this guy here. But this, as you can see here, she's just not playing games, girl. Like, she's just not. And it's okay. I'm here for it all the way. So let me see, how do I even do this? Because I did it on the wrong finger. Okay, I did it on the wrong finger. So let's transfer her here. Oh, just delicious. Oh my God. Like I live by this. Like, do you see this reflection? I'm not flicking you off, honey, unless you're not giving it a thumbs. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not flicking you off. But this is just like, that's it at the bottom there. As you can see, it's just a lot more reflective. It just looks like diamonds are just like dusted on your skin and you're just like expensive and beautiful. I love the green cast on here. I think it's so wearable as well. You know, just like tap it very gently and just, you know, kind of like live your life through it, honey. Like, I love it. I really do. This is kind of like the best form of application as well. And actually, at first I was really nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me grab my blood money mirror, honey. At first I was really nervous to use this highlighter because I said, oh my God, you know, I had heard people say, oh, it's a little too much, and like, you know, you're using a finger with it, which is never a good thing because you just don't have control over your finger. But something I love about using the finger with this particular formula is that it melts onto your skin. Like, there's not a stripe. It's not like, you know, heavy on the skin. Like, it just reflects and it kind of goes by its day. Now, you can use as much product as you want. You can build it as much as you want. This was just the excess because I will not disregard and throw away these beautiful pieces of art, honey. And I'm talking about the little specks here. The little specks of the juice. I'm obsessed. I love it. I'm so excited that I was able to get my hands on these. I just don't have any other words or excuses for you. Like, I am obsessed. I love the experience. Again, it just feels like I'm buying, you know, a Rolex. And again, I'm not a watch person. I know like my mom and my dad love Rolexes. And I'm like, girl, set high expectations for me to give gifts, don't you? But this is the Rolex for me. Like, this is it. So thank you, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, for giving me the Rolex experience. I'm down for it. So let's move on with the next highlighters that we have here. Let's go into Cavity. This is a Skin Frost highlighting palette. This is when they kind of relaunched the Blood Money. No, not the Blood Money, but the Blood Sugar. That was like the #1. Oh my God. What really launched this brand, I think, to like the next level, where every single launch was being sold out. Everybody was like arguing and battling through the checkout to get something, you know, because everybody was just like, oh my God. So I think that we did this. I love the way they both look here. The eyes are just gorgeous. The highlighter and his chest is everything. Jeffree Star looking like Britney Spears, is like alien wannabe in her Oops, I Did It Again video is everything, honey, and more. Like, they're in a dentist's office and they're like gorgeous as can be. That highlighter in Jeffree's cheek is everything. Like, I'm just like, girl, let me just peel it off and put it on my skin because it's just gorgeous. Oh my God, those makeup artists, they do such a fabulous job on him. These are the shades here. As you can see, I have been swatching and playing around with them. Just really beautiful and really interesting shades here. The Rose Gold is definitely more of a rose gold type of finish. I'm actually really excited that I have this guy here. And as you can see here, the dimension and finish on this one, it's a little bit, just a little bit more, I don't want to say the word natural, but it's just not as bright and as luminous as the other ones. It's more of a metallic finish. I'm going to swatch it right next to them. She still has her punch. Do not get her wrong. She still has a lot of punch, but it's just more muted compared to what we have here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the loudest, the brightest, which I live by. This is just wet looking. Like, what I would do. This is what I would do. I'm just saying. Do you see that glow, girl? With just that little bit of, oh my God. Okay. So this is what I would do. I would start with this, then I would tap a little bit of this over it, then I would set my skin, and then do a little bit of the Extreme Frost, just to make sure the girls know what the girls know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. But beautiful. It still has a beautiful sheen. I think this is great. All of them are great for your eyes, for your face. They're great for enhancing certain parts of your makeup. And I like the fact that we have this guy here, because if I wanted to start getting creative, I could do so. If I want to go a little bit lighter, I feel like this shade is good enough for me to kind of wear it on my skin and without having too much of a dark cast. But also I feel like this is a beautiful, beautiful highlighting shade for deeper complexions, which is just amazing. I feel like all of these guys that I have here actually would work really well with all different type of tones. But I feel like a palette like this would be amazing for all skin tones, because I feel like it's just very complementary, which is just really, really nice. I love it. Let's go in with the pink here. This is just like, oh my goodness. Like, you can't do this. You can't do this to me. Like, it's just not something you can do. Oh, like, I just can't. I literally, like, hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm talking into the, like, ocean. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but this is just so beautiful. Like, it's so bright. It's like a rose gold. It has like this beautiful finish. Now, this one in particular, excuse me, I feel like I have some type of like I don't even, like a little felt or something on my nose. I keep like wobbling it. Oh my goodness, hold on. She's gone. She's gone. We've scared her away. Anyway, this is beautiful. I feel like you can use this on the top cheekbone here, just to give it like the dimension running into like a lighter pink, or even like just the new one we're gonna do now, which is called the Icing Iv. Or is that 4? Icing 4? It looks like IV. I don't know. I'm gonna call it Icing Iv because it sounds cooler than 4. This one is just like, girl. Like, how do we continue this? Like, ooh, no. I can't do this. Like, look at this. It's just something else. And I feel like the camera's not even doing it justice, honey. I'm gonna go for the last one here, which is the Frozen Prick, which is the orange tone. This was a really interesting one. I feel like this is gonna be such a beautiful tone for my lid. This, unfortunately, I don't think that I'll be able to wear it as a highlighter. Let me try and put her up right next to the lightest one here. I feel like I could definitely use this as a beautiful blush as well. Because I feel like the ones that are more not as light, I feel like they're a little bit less glittery or a little bit less metallic. This definitely feels like I could use it as a beautiful blush. So this is a beautiful palette. I love it. I love the imagery of it. I am obsessed. Like, this is incredible. I'm so thankful to have this again. Thank you, Felipe, for just knowing me and loving me for me. And this is a side of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but knowing that I have such admiration for what this brand has done, and for furthermore what Jeffree Star as a LGBTQI person has done in life. It's just inspiring, because sometimes it just feels like it doesn't matter how hard we work, doesn't matter how good we can be or could be, we just never get a chance. And I feel like he's the person that inspires me to say there is a chance, there is a reason to do things the way you want to do them. And I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about luxury, blah blah blah. I'm talking about, you know, that bliss of getting to know you and getting to where you want to be in life, whether that may be a realtor or a car salesman or even a McDonald's worker. That, you know, who is anybody to tell you what career is not the right one for you, right? But I love it. That's one of the reasons why I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics so much. And honey, let me get to the last one, because time is of the essence, and I left the best for last, because when I opened this, I got a reaction. And let me clean my hands first so I can swatch these beautiful babies here. But as you can see, they're just very, very gorgeous. I absolutely loved all of them, and I cannot wait to put them on my face and try and play with like all of these. So let me clean my hands, and let's go to the last one, because this is like, I left her just because my reaction when I opened it. My hands are clean and dry. I'm excited to share with you the last one. You know, it doesn't mean that this has more value than the other ones, but I was shocked at how beautiful the experience of this palette was from beginning to end. This is a Sacred Glass palette here. The sleeve already is just giving me dreams. It's just iridescent and beautiful. It is just incredible. In the back here, we have the crown as well, which I absolutely love. This particular palette is going to be from the Pink Religion collection, which, you know, again, beautiful, beautiful. They did such a beautiful job with packaging on this particular collection. This is what the actual Sacred Glass packaging looks like. It's like a hotter pink, same kind of fake leather type of a finish on here. The back is just, you know, nice. It's not heavy. It's actually really light. But when I opened this, I was just like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like here. These are the shades that come in this palette. Like, oof, girl. I don't have words to express how beautiful I find this palette. I just like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Now you have to be careful, because if you see here, I don't think the camera will catch it, but do your best to kind of tap and gently move around the product to be able to pick it up, because it does pick up fairly well to the point that you might disturb the actual print. It happened to me around here. I'm not sure if you guys can pick this up. Oh, I hope you can. You know, it looks like it's been used more than once, and in reality, it hasn't really been that used. So this is what the actual pigment looks like here. Let's go with the pink one. The heart on here is just like, I have feelings for this palette. It's what makeup does to you. Oh, like, look at this. Like, it's just stunning. I don't have words other than to say how stunning you are. And then of course, Pearly Gates is just gorgeous as well. That's Pearly Gates right there. And this is the Glass Supper, the pink Purdy, and is it Purdy? Pretty? Girl, whatever, the pink shade. And then the Pearly Gates is just, oof, baby. Okay, so we're doing the swatches here. I like the fact that they leave the finger with little to no product, which is really nice, because sometimes I'm like, oh man, it's on the finger, it's not transferring well to the face. Like, these are the shades here. I'll tell you something that I love about these ones in particular. As you can see, this is more of like a champagne gold. This is more of like a pale iridescent gold. And then the pink is just stunning. Oh my God, this is just so beautiful. So I loved it. I love it so much. Again, I want to be careful now because I don't want to disturb my palette too much because it's just so beautiful. Oh my God. Let me see if I can put some of this, you know, on the skin here. And as you can see, it gives you a dew and it gives you a juice, but it's not like with the finger, it's such easy application. It's just wild. I'm like, my God, that's so cool. I do like to kind of go a little bit over the areas here. Let me grab a little bit of the pink that we have on here already. So we'll do a nice little moment here. Just really beautiful. And that was all three of them kind of intermixed within each other. And as you can see, like they're just really, like they're easy to apply. And looking at myself here from the face, it's dewy and juicy. I'm obsessed. Oh my God. What can I tell you? I have had an amazing experience today with you guys, showing you all of these cosmetics. I hope that you loved us showing you all of these guys with this mega jumbo unboxing. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would highly, encourage you to come into the Jeffree Nation, honey. We have a spot just for you. So please make sure to give us a thumbs up. It means the world to us, not because of you like it, but because it really makes a difference for us to be able to bring this to you and have you guys interact with us. It's the reason why we do what we do. So if you want to see any of these products reviewed more in depth and actual looks and see how it wears on top of makeup, I don't have anything on my skin except for just like my skincare. Leave it in the comment down below and let me know. I'll be happy to take care of any of these. And let me also know which one is your fave. What do you have? What haven't you tried? And what's your vibe? What's your thinking? So yeah, I'm waiting. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.